Hey guys, it's Jem here with your Divine Feminine reading for the week. I'm adding in spiritual guidance this week for you as well, so hopefully that helps with a bit of clarity. So basically, as always, we're going to check in, head and heart space, and then what spirit would like you to do to move forward progressively this week, okay? So as always, guys, we'll get into it. Take it as it resonates. Be sure to check out Divine Masculine reading as well. We have both energies, so it's worth checking out what guidance you need best this week. But let's see what's going on with the Divine Feminine. All right, so okay. Right, so first up we have the Hanging Man. So I do feel like Divine Feminines are still a little bit suspended, a little bit stuck. Actually, no, I'm not feeling the word stuck. I feel like they're being... I'm hearing observant a little bit more. Observant and also patient. Kind of just waiting for something to sort of... to give. Like, I feel like there's something that the Divine Feminine, like, you can feel it, but you're not really sure what it is. So you're kind of just hanging out and being open to signs and opportunities. I feel like Spirit's got something in the works, and I feel like the feminines know this. Like, I feel like she's like, oh, I don't feel inspired to be just rushing around and taking action. You're still working on things, you're still being creative and having a good time, but you just slowed down a little bit. You're just a little bit more observant and patient with what's next. Like, almost like you can feel something brewing, but you're just not sure. So you're kind of being patient, just, being in your moment, doing what feels good, but you are just, being open to an opportunity or something occurring. Almost like you're waiting in a waiting room, like waiting for your number to be called so you can like go about doing what you need to do. But you are still like, doing things that feel good as well. You're just not really jumping the gun and being all in on things. You're just, patient and just methodical and slowly. And then we have the Queen of Cups. So I do feel like the feminines are really in their feels of just, since Pluto direct, I'm seeing like the feminines really rising up into their power, their queen power, and just really acknowledging who they are, how they feel, acting and feeling from a place more of like love and compassion, and, sort of honoring how they're feeling and working with that rather than shutting things out or but just, really empowered. Like, I just see this beautiful goddess energy for a lot of the feminines at the moment. And although there's almost like a bit of a delay or something's going on, she's still very much in her queen energy, inspired by, love and compassion and creativity and that real beautiful feminine energy. So, I feel like the feminines have really stepped into their power a lot, which is, it's beautiful and it's what creates the magic in our lives. But she's really just like, I know what I want. I know how I want to feel. I know that I don't want to put myself through anything that doesn't feel good or from the heart. And I'm just going to really honor and respect this. I'm going to have boundaries. I'm going to just be, approaching life from my heart space because I'm worthy of love and, compassion and joy and all the good stuff. So I'm going to honor that within myself, and that's going to appear in my life. And I'm just going to kind of stand in my queenship here. Okay. You know how to fill your cup, feminines, and you've been doing it, and you can actually feel the difference of when you're doing it for yourself as opposed to doing it for someone else, like a relationship or a job or something like that. And you're just really feeling the difference of like, wow, I can care for myself. I can love myself, and I'm going to keep doing that. Okay. Because it feels good. And that's why this hangman like doesn't feel heavy. It feels, like I said, methodical, like logical. Okay, I don't need to be 100 miles a minute right now. I need to just like stay back and just kind of observe what's going on, be more mindful about what's happening in my life, and be open to new opportunity as opposed to keeping yourself stuck. So feminine is like, you just keep coming leaps and bounds. Like, you've really got to give yourself that time to like pat yourself on the back okay? Because you are doing an amazing job. Like, we all are, really. But yeah, you're really coming leaps and bounds. And this will heighten now that Pluto's going in forward motion, I feel, as well. Then we have the Three of Pentacles. So I do also feel that through the last probably 6 months, there's been a lot of breakdowns. And you've really kind of built yourself back up, okay? And you're kind of, you rebuilt a bit of a foundation, and now you're kind of building on that. And you've been doing this, like, yeah, like, again, I feel like it's coming from a more place of like actual logical and heartfelt reason, not just because this is what you want. You're doing it because it's like you've done it and it's crashed 100 times. So you're like, okay, let's get this right. So you're being very strategic, you're being very thorough, you're being very hardworking, and Spirit is really like honoring that. But I do feel a sense here, only because we've got the Five of Pentacle energy, that you're a bit hesitant to probably be as far, like, to keep going, because you're a little bit afraid of this turning into this deceit, this hurt, this being left out in the cold energy again. Okay, so I do feel like there's still that little bit of an underlying fear that you are doing the work and you're feeling really good about it, but you've almost still just got that little bit of like old fear that if I keep working on this, am I just going to go back to the same fucking shit that I was in last time? Okay, if I build for this relationship, if I build for this career, am I still going to end up being betrayed or hurt or heartbroken or deceived? And this is saying you're not. Okay, this is just a fear. So definitely keep working at what you're doing. Definitely keep following that passion, because it's not going to lead to this again. I mean, it will if you choose to believe the story, but this is saying that this is just that little bit of a fear that's holding you back. You know, and again, there was, I feel like for a lot of the feminine collective, there was something that did occur earlier on this year that was quite shocking. And obviously for each of us it will be different, but I've obviously with the readings I've seen a few times come up, the heartbreak, all that stuff, the hurt. So this is still a little bit of a fear, because we do feel like something's coming and we are a little bit afraid that it's going to be the same shit. Okay, but this is saying, like, Spirit's like, no, you don't have to worry about this. Okay, you keep working, you keep standing in that queen energy, that empowerment. You've learned how to have boundaries. You've learned how to respect yourself. You know exactly what you need to do, and that's always coming from heart. But, you know, definitely slowing down and seeing things from deeper perspective and point of view is going to keep helping you. So just keep being slow and just taking each step. You know, again, that feeling more into your heart, you're going to get more logical guidance from your guides. You know, it's not going to be all everything at once. You're just going to get little baby steps. So just keep working on your goals, keep working on your dreams. Don't sort of focus on this Five of Pence energy, okay? This is just here to show that this is just a bit of a block. But it will, you know that it's not going to be the same. Okay, you've learned way too much. You've learned lessons. Cycles have closed. So yeah, feminines, you've got something great coming, and it is sort of not overly clear yet, and that's why you're just being a little bit more observant. So just keep working on the things that bring you joy, keep standing in that power, and just really, you know, change the story about that Five of Pence. Okay, it's not coming back. Let's go for Headspace. So okay, so the Headspace I'm feeling is kind of looking at options, opportunities. I feel like the head's a little bit like, what can I do next? But this isn't about action. This is about kind of surrendering and just knowing that whatever is aligned to your goal will show up for you, and then you can decide on the opportunity. Okay, so it's, again, as always, it's important to just keep the head a little bit settled, the mindset from having fingers in too many pies, because that just leads to burnout, exhaustion. So, you know, this is just saying, just, you know, like the man here in the picture, just be neutral. Okay, let the doors just kind of open for you when they're ready. All right, so again, just keep that headspace from do much jumping. Like, you're working on something really solid here, so just keep focusing on that. It might feel a bit boring, it might feel like it's not going anywhere, but it is. So just keep building, okay? And yeah, as opportunities show up, take them if they feel right. And then the heart space is, so heart space is really in a place of connection, I feel, at the moment. I feel because of this like delay, the heart's a bit like, you know, I want this connection, I want this intimacy, I want this meaning, this, like, almost like it's a little bit out of balance. Like, it's not really feeling fulfilled. Feels empowered, but it's just not fulfilled. So just know that, you know, this is the time to kind of use that and reach out to friends and family, or, you know, people who can just help you process through any emotions that might not feel good. But, you know, I know for a lot of us, it's been very difficult to feel connected this year. But it is important to still reach out to someone who you can trust if you do need to just feel like you've got someone in your corner, okay? So don't let that get closed off because you're, you know, not feeling like you can reach out and connect. That's just, yeah. I just feel like you've kind of got to that point. The heart's a bit like, you know, I just want to feel content. I just want to reach out and feel love and joy in what I do, and with a person, and, like, you know, that fulfillment. And it's not to say you're not open to love, but you're finding that it seems like no matter what you do, you're just not getting that. So again, this is important to reach out and, you know, really express gratitude to spirit, to your friends, and like I said, really just finding that trusted person or people you can have a chat with and just let them know if you're feeling a bit down, or what you're kind of, you know, waiting for, or because that's just, sometimes it's just about reaching out and connecting and being able to get it off your chest, so to speak, which is the heart chakra, is the chest. So, you know, sometimes it's just getting things off your chest to help you feel more connected. All right. It might not be in the way that you want, but there is still availability for connection there. So don't deny it and leave it out and leave yourself closed out from that. Now let's get Spirit's guidance on what we can do moving forward this week. Okay. So we have the ocean. Now this is two messages I'm getting. Like, if you are available to be near the ocean, this is saying go and, like, put your feet in the ocean or the sand, get grounded by the ocean. Any water kind of body will be helpful, even a salt bath if you can't get to an ocean. The other message I'm getting here as well is just being like the ocean. You know, the tide comes in and out and the waves flow. Sometimes they're big, sometimes they're small. The waves, water is very symbolic of emotions. So it's important to just kind of go with the flow here. You know, really, some days the waves will be big, sometimes the waves will hardly exist, okay? It's just, yeah, learning to flow like the ocean. So take either of those messages or both if they suit. But yeah, definitely some grounding in near a water element, I think, will be very helpful for you this week. So let's get a spirit message, soul message to finish off the Divine Feminines. Okay. I am forever grateful for your loving kindness and for the joy you bring to my life. You are a gift from the eternal heart of love, a blessing from a most benevolent universe. Okay, so soul is very much like, yeah, gratitude will really help you this week, and just honoring that, you know, love and patience and respect you have for yourself for just doing this, for working this hard and, you know, going through the pits and still having that strength to keep going, you know, to keep changing and evolving. And when you see something doesn't work, you know, create new, because that's that feminine energy, always creating. Okay, so, you know, just be grateful for the things you have. Gratitude will definitely move you along this week, and just know that, yeah, there are blessings coming. Okay, so just keep working on you, keep standing in that power, respecting yourself, your boundaries. And just like I said, taking a step back and just, you know, being open for, yeah, opportunity. Okay, so thanks, guys. Remember, if you want your own healings or readings around any of this energy, please reach out to me. We can do sessions. As always, comment below. Let me know how you found this reading. Share with your friends if they can use it as well. That helps me help people. And yeah, make sure you check out Divine Masculine. Take care, guys.